What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys episode 30 of my fantasy sports podcast. Tonight, we got a 5-game slate on NBA, and remember, if you guys just subscribe to my YouTube channel and you message me on Twitter saying that you've done so, I'll give you free NBA cash and GPP lineups. So just subscribe and move along with your lives, really. So let's dive right into tonight. All right, so we got ourselves a nice little 5-game slate tonight, and there's a few key injuries we should keep our eye on. We have Joel Embiid is out tonight with some rest, so expect guys like Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, and possibly Rashard Holmes to get some extra run. Blake Griffin's out. He's going to be out for a couple months with a knee injury. Expect some more usage out of those Clippers forwards. Rudy Gobert has been out. TJ McConnell's out with a shoulder injury, so look at Jared Bayless to see some extra run. And Rodney Hood is out, so expect Donovan Mitchell, the rookie, to get a bunch of minutes tonight, as he seems to be the only shooting guard to play for the Utah Jazz. Every other injury has been, known or doesn't really affect anything, so let's dive right into it. At point guard, I'm liking Ricky Rubio at 5,500. Rubio has been getting the minutes as of late. I liked him in last night's slate, and he reached value at 30. I think he's going to get more run. I think he's going to get a lot more usage with Rodney Hood out. I know they play different positions, but there's more shots to be had when Rodney Hood is out. The Clippers D isn't what it was at the beginning of the season now that Beverly and Blake Griffin are out. Expect this game to stay pretty close, and Rubio should be on the court for a good amount of the time. So Rubio draws some good interest at point guard tonight at 5,500. Another point guard I'm looking at is on the other side of things, Austin Rivers at 6,000. The Clippers are banged up, like I said, so there's some guys who are going to have to step up, and the coach's son seems to be stepping up as of late. Big time minutes. I mean, look at this whole game log. 37 minutes, 37, 30. I mean, he's in the mid-30s in minutes every single night. He's been, scoring pretty well as of late, so expect him to continue that tonight. He has some good value tonight on this small game slate. He needs 30 fantasy points to reach value. I think he does so tonight against the Jazz. GPP-wise, a guy I'm looking at is Jared Bayless at 3,700. You could even fit him into cash games. Bayless is going to probably, if not draw the start, have a lot of minutes off the bench with TJ McConnell out. He should see, high 20s in minutes, maybe even dip into the 30s for minutes. He needs 18 fantasy points to reach value. He should do so tonight against the Celtics. This game should stay fairly close and be pretty high scoring. Jared Bayless is definitely a good look and a good value at 3,700. Moving on to shooting guards. Donovan Mitchell, like I said, is going to get, all the run he can tonight. There's no Rodney Hood, so I think Mitchell's going to play a bunch of minutes. He plays a bunch of minutes even with Hood out. Up towards 30 minutes a night. He has a pretty overwhelming game log. He puts up, in the 30s in fantasy points basically every night. Expect him to see mid-30s in minutes. He should get a lot of shots up tonight. I do like paying a higher price on Donovan Mitchell tonight at 6,800. Keep an eye on him. CJ McCollum has a price as low as he's seen it all year, 6,700. He has a good matchup up against the Bucks. Expect him to see in the high 30s in minutes. He should play very well tonight. This game should also stay close. It should be, pretty high scoring. I think CJ McCollum's a good play. I don't know if he's a must-play in cash. He is a good GPP guy, though. He has shown that, he can put up in the 40s in fantasy points and really reach value. So I like CJ McConnell at his price tonight. He's not a must-play, but he definitely catches my eye a bunch. So keep an eye on CJ McCollum and plug him in if you're feeling confident about it. Small forwards, I like spending up for LeBron James tonight. They're in Atlanta. They're going to need him to play at the top of his game. They blew out Miami. He got some rest. He sat out basically the whole fourth quarter. He should come back tonight and play a full allotted minutes. This game shouldn't turn into a blowout. They should need LeBron James basically this whole game. He has a great matchup against Atlanta. Atlanta has a pretty poor defense. I think LeBron's going to just go off. I think he's a big-time cash play tonight on a small game slate. He needs 60 fantasy points. He should be able to do that tonight at 12,000. Another small forward I'm looking at is Juan Hernangomez. That's a tongue twister. 4,000. He should see in the high 20s in minutes tonight. You got no Wilson Chandler. You got no Paul Millsap. The Nuggets forward position is hurt. He needs 20 fantasy points. If not a cash play, he's definitely a GPP play in my opinion. I like Hernangomez at 4,000. He draws some good value at a pretty weak small forward position tonight. Another guy you could possibly look at is Wesley Johnson. Like I said, with Blake being out, they might look for Johnson to play even more minutes than he already does. He sees a good amount of minutes night in and night out. Doc Rivers keeps him on the court. He's a good GPP play. Look at that, 50.4 fantasy points about a week ago against Cleveland. He's shown he can really fill up the stat sheet on the defensive end and the offensive end. So GPP-wise, he could easily reach value, needing about 25 fantasy points. Power forward, I'm locking in Ben Simmons at 10K. He needs around 50 fantasy points to reach value with no Joel Embiid or TJ McConnell. Ben Simmons is probably going to see around 40 minutes again on a back-to-back, so expect him to duplicate his night last night and see around 50 to 55 fantasy points. He has a great matchup against the Celtics. I think they're going to have a tough time covering him. Kyrie doesn't really match up with him well size-wise, so Ben Simmons should be able to draw plenty of rebounds, plenty of assists, and be very active on the defensive end tonight. I like Ben Simmons a lot. He's a guy you should certainly spend up for in cash games. Another guy I'm looking at for cash is Dario Saric. Again, there's more usage for him with Joel Embiid out. So Saric should see at least 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, and really excel tonight. He should get around 26, 27 fantasy points to reach value. I think Saric is just a must-play in cash games. He just is going to see too many minutes and too much usage tonight to fade. GBP-wise, you can look at Montrezl Harrell. I think that's how you say his name, something like that. He should get some more minutes tonight with no Blake Griffin. Again, it's really shaky. Even if he does get the minutes, you don't know what's going to happen. He needs around 20 fantasy points to reach value. Definitely a GPP guy, not a cash guy. But he is looking to get some extended run with Blake Griffin out. So look at Harrell for, a high-risk, high-reward type player tonight in tournaments. At center, I'm looking at either Kevin Love at 7,800. He had a massive game, 55 fantasy points in just 25 minutes against the Heat. He draws another great matchup tonight against the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon should have a tough time covering him on the perimeter. I think Love's going to get plenty of open looks. So keep an eye on Kevin Love at center. Or if you want to spend way down, look at Rashad Holmes. Like I said, with Embiid out, Holmes should get some extended run tonight. You never know his status, though. You don't know if he's going to play 10 minutes or play 30 minutes. It's based on, how well he plays when he's on the court. Keep an eye on the starting lineup as it gets closer to game time. If Holmes is starting, I would suggest playing him. If he's not starting, who knows what his role is going to be off the bench. Just keep an eye on that as things go. With Joel Embiid out, the big men on the Sixers are definitely going to see some extended run in this game against the Celtics. So that's about going to sum it up for tonight, guys. It's a nice little 5-game slate, so it should be fun tonight. And if you haven't been on my NHL all week, you should probably do so. I haven't lost yet this week. I'm on a 3-game winning streak for hockey. So along with basketball, get on with hockey too, and we'll see a couple winners tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I'm the FD Guru, and I am signing off.